Michael Avenatti. Yesterday, Bo, the attorney who became famous representing Stormy Daniels, you remember that, was arrested for an alleged plan to extort millions from Nike. And this morning he tweeted, among other things, quote, "Ask DeAndre Ayton and Nike about the cash payments made to his mother," end quote. So, Bomani Jones, what the hell is going on here?
This dude tried to shake down Nike. He really understands that this started on the 19th of March. Now we are where we are. Yesterday, this dude sent a tweet that said that he was going to be having a press conference, what is today, to talk about Nike. 45 minutes later, we find out that they were bringing the hammer down to him. What seems to be going on here is he had a client that felt like he had information that he could leverage into some money off of Nike, which Avenatti then thought he could leverage into a lot more money for Michael Avenatti, and his shakedown was too greedy, and they just called the cops.
Yes, this seems like a Mad Lib in many ways because Mark Geragos, Kaepernick's lawyer, is involved here somehow, allegedly. Obviously, Avenatti with all the Trump, Stormy Daniels stuff, but this is a story that makes a ton of sense despite that absurd word jumble because of what the federal government has been doing vis-a-vis college athletes, right? They've been investigating whether these guys are getting paid, and they've been investigating these shoe companies. And so the scent that Michael Avenatti picked up on is the scent that all of the sheriffs, Bo, the sheriffs of college sports journalism have been following. These kids should not be paid, except that because these sneaker companies are involved, he smells a payday, except now he may be smelling something like jail.
Yeah, no, I mean, for him, it seemed like an obvious play, and apparently it's the kind of play that he makes. Find out that you have compromising information, work it to get the bread as best as you possibly can. But what people need to understand about what his play was, he claims that what has been reported to be DeAndre Ayton's AAU coach came to him after Nike dropped him, right? So you have an aggrieved person who thinks he has some information. Who do you call? The guy that had the audacity to try to bring it to the president in a similar situation, right? So he's like, cool, I got this information. He comes to Nike and says, my guy needs $1.5 million. But I also need an 8-figure retainer that is deemed earned as soon as it's paid. You have to hire me to do the independent investigation of your company. I'm going to bill you a minimum of $15 million, a maximum of $25 million. And you know what? If he had just come in and said, give my man $1.5 million, I bet they would have given him $1.5 million.
This guy had 6 days in which he seems to have been recorded saying everything you don't want to ever be caught saying on tape. He was threatening, allegedly, billions of dollars getting knocked off of Nike's market cap because of the earnings report that was coming out. He was talking about how, yes, Michael Avenatti, should be getting $25 million. He was saying things that really don't correspond to the public attitudes around the issue at large, right?
Well, the public attitude...
Who cares, Bo, about whether DeAndre Ayton got money?
Right, well, the problem is that SDNY, Southern District of New York, seems to care about that, because I do believe that you're right, that the information, because he got on Twitter, said something about Bowl and some money that was taken
the other
there.
name.
Nobody cares about that. What I wonder, though, with Avenatti is, what's he walking us up to? Right? Because I don't think for a second that these little tweets that he sent are everything that he has. Also, especially if he's trying to play to get something else for himself, what is he trying to walk us up toward, and will it matter by the time he does it?
Right. Is that swoosh actually a graph of the hype building, or do you flip it around and realize, oh, that's actually the way your life
Thought
is
he was going to shake down Nike.